Hey everyone, Sarah at Nova, and this time we're just doing a little check-in. We're standing outside, a beautiful New England fall. We have a gray day. Yesterday was rainy, then broke into beautiful sun. Today started the sun. Looks like it's getting a little cloudy, but yeah, fall in New England. Great time to ride. Great time if it's wet, tuck in somewhere, warm up for a bit. Yeah, good stuff. We're starting with our new van. We got if you have seen the other videos, the Nova van, our beautiful Sprinter, was getting a little long in the tooth as far as its rust contingent goes. Sprinters, rust, New England, bad combination. So we've got this beautiful, new to us, Ram ProMaster, high top, 1500, a little bit smaller. Sprinter was a little overkill for our daily operations, and it's got the tow package, so we can throw a trailer on there and pull everything we need to. I took that down to Barber with me on its maiden voyage, and that was great. We got Birdie in here, keeping guard, making sure that everything's okay. He was very animated not that long ago. And we're at, believe it or not, so we're not taking any work in. It's October, end of October. We've stopped taking in new work, even this time of year, because we have so much. This year has been insane, more work than ever. It's a good thing, but it's a hard thing to juggle. We're a small shop. The reason I'm saying that is because we don't like to keep bikes up in the lobby here. This is supposed to be where people come in, but we're out of room. So we have these beauties here. We have this Guzzi CX100 Special. We've done a video on this in the past. You can look that one up. I love this thing. This brings me back to my roots working for Eric Green at Works Engineering in Brooklyn. He was known as a Guzzi man, and I worked on a ton of Guzzis, and every time I fire up one of these, I have a very nostalgic feeling about it. And this is a pretty nice custom. It's not overdone. It's garish enough. I love a little bit of flash, but it's not crazy, and it could all be undone if somebody wanted to put it back, which is kind of cool. And then we have a R9T, BMW R9T, a modern bike. This is the special, what is the S model, I believe. I'm not super up on these. I call it the S because that's what the old ones were called, and I think it's called that, but I'm not sure. They might call it the R. I don't even know. This customer of ours has a ton of bikes we've worked on. You've actually seen a lot of his bikes in videos. We've been working on them for the past year or so, going through each one by one. This is new to him, so we haven't seen this. In here for some lighting upgrades. We will do that soon, and then Jen will go through. These are cool bikes, both opposed twins. This one, horizontal, that one a V, but both opposed twins with shaft drives. Similar riding experience because of that, which is kind of cool. And if you've ridden Guzzis, if you've ridden BMWs, you know they're unique. Torque reaction when you crack the throttle, everything twists to the side, and the shaft drive too can be interesting. And then we have a very cool Honda CT90. I don't know the year of this one. This one showed up unexpectedly, and we took it in against our policy because it's super cute, and the people who owned it were really nice. And it's small enough we tucked it away. I'm not even sure what we're doing on this one yet because it sort of came in and on the hubbub, and it's been sitting here ever since. But these three bikes, at least one of them, maybe two of them, maybe all three of them, will be in this year's Nova Motorcycles calendar, which you can pre-order soon. Check our website for that. We're gonna have pre-orders up, and we'll have it all ready for the holiday season. Todd's working diligently on that, which is wonderful. This one, I believe we've done a video on this, although I can't really remember. This is 72 BSA Thunderbolt. This has belonged to a series of friends of ours, each who couldn't keep it for various personal reasons, and mostly health reasons, sadly. But it's a really nice bike. It is for sale. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just saying this is a really nice bike. Last of the year, last of the line. They finally worked out most of the kinks, and the ones that left are worth having. This, for the most part, oil pump could have been upgraded, but still is pretty good. Yeah, this one's sitting up here. We actually have it up here because we have somebody coming to look at it. So we got it fired up the other day. Sounds great. I love these things. They're great. Another one for sale. This is a 70, believe it or not, but the color scheme is wrong. Interesting. Somebody restored this and made it like this. Fresh top end. Sorry, it's a 1970 T150 Triumph 3-cylinder. We've done a video on this a while ago. This bike has been here and back and here and back a couple times. Customer not sure if they're buying or if they're keeping it or selling it. And in the process, we've worked out some kinks, and we've had it for a while, just kind of parked on display. Super nice bike, super fun to ride. But a lot of people who get into the Triumph Twins, they don't really, the triples don't make sense to them. I've noticed this. So have any comments about that? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. This we had a short about last week. BMW R, I don't know, not my project clearly. Oilhead BMW, and Bailey has been doing the clutch on it. And these clutches last a very long time. They're basically like car clutches, single plate friction discs. But when you have to do them, you got to split the bike almost in half. And so it's actually going back together, and it's paused at the moment because the paralever bearing here that helps it rotate was destroyed, and didn't catch it on the way out. So coming back in, we want to change it. We got the old one out, and the new one is on the way. So once that's done, buttoned up, back out the door. One of the benefits of a BMW is it doesn't take a lot of maintenance. That things last a very long time. I won't say it doesn't take a lot of maintenance, but they're well made and things last a very long time. The downside is when they do need to be changed and replaced, they're expensive and the labor is expensive. So you got to pay for it somewhere, and that's one of those things. But the customer loves the bike, keeping it forever, so we're doing that. A couple of troubled bikes here. The Virago we did a lot of work on, and it needs more. So we think we're calling it quits on this thing. Sadly, the engine has like very little compression and leak down, which we probably should have checked at the beginning, but that wasn't what it was described as it came in. So we sort of did one thing, did another thing, and then sort of was like, wait, this is what's happening with this thing. And we finally realized that it's got a dead cylinder. So that's a little bit on us. This is a hard thing about working on older machines. The CBR 900, another one that got stuck here, had a motor blow up on it because the oil filter. Did I say 900? Oh my goodness, my see, I have a vintage motorcycle. I have a vintage motorcycle brain. CBR 900 comes to mind much sooner. CBR 300 or CB300R, and our GPZ 1100, another one that's been stuck here. Early fuel injection, sensors that you can no longer find, and chasing stuff around. Took us going through, and also a bike that had several stages of neglect in it. We did a video on this a while back. It was a new purchase. A lot of stuff. Deferred maintenance leads to a lot of problems. So we've had to fix things that weren't the problem to really zero in on the problem. Parts are hard to find. They're used parts. So we've been dealing with a lot of weird stuff with it. Still going on it. The customer wants to keep going, and so we're happy to keep going on it, but it takes time and it takes thought, and sadly, he's not going to ride it much this season. But that's old bike stuff. That's how it goes. Brand new, not brand new, but new to us, 650R Ninja. Brody trying to escape out the back door there. He'll be okay. Fuel pump on this one. We're going to replace the fuel pump, and it's kind of common. I mean, 30,000 miles is a little disappointing. If we find that it wasn't the fuel pump, we may come back once we fix it and do a video on that, because it could be something interesting. I don't know the year of this. I haven't checked it, but if you know these bikes, they're all kind of the same, and very popular. Great bike otherwise. The FLH, we've done a video on this. Kent is finishing up a transmission rebuild. So that was something we did not see coming into this. We thought we'd just go through the bike, maybe clean the carb, although the bike had fired right up. So it was sort of looking at, check this, check that, look over some things. There was a list of things that the seller knew were wrong, but it turns out the gearbox was pretty badly worn out, and had to go through new bearings, seals, stuff like that. And getting pretty darn close to being done with it, which is cool. We'll have some nice footage of this running when it's done. As I said in the video about this, I'm not a Harley guy, but this one does it for me.
It's just cool.
Yeah, the blue and white is it's nice, and the shovel heads really have the right sound. That's what a Harley should sound like. Speaking of shovel heads, this guy here, sitting here waiting on some stuff. Another one that sort of has a lot of little things going on with it. That's kind of what it takes sometimes. You just got to keep finding something that's fixing the thing, and then finding the next thing, fixing the thing, finding the next thing. And we do that all the time. That's old bike stuff. We GPZ 1100. We've had this one in and out. Came back for a couple little follow-ups, very detailed things, mostly cosmetic that we wanted changed. So that's ready to go. I'm sorry, that's the Eddie Lawson replica. I'm getting sloppy with my language here. And then this one just came in, which is new, a CB125, and I think these are really cool, really fun. It's here to get kind of refurbished and maybe available. The person who bought it wants to see if the person they bought it from wants to have it back, and if not, this will be for sale. These are just really fun little runabouts. It's more than a moped for sure. It's got gears. It's got 125 cc's, proper motorcycle size. But you can see it is not a big machine. It's very small, very light. I don't know. 200 pounds maybe. I mean, they're very light machines, and they'll kind of keep up. You're not going to get on the freeway with them, but you can kind of keep up on back roads with them, and super fun. XL 600, that has a lot of mods to it, and this is one of the scenarios. A customer brings us a bike and has done a lot of work, and it won't run, and we have to figure out why. And we have a sneaking suspicion after playing with this. We got some more information from the customer that perhaps the valves made contact with the piston. So it feels like it has decent compression, but we may find something wrong in there, which can happen when you do your own work, and especially if you've done something for the first time. CB350, CZ175, well 125, and then all the rest. I could keep going, but it would take us another 35 minutes to get through them all. So that's an example of how many we have. We also haven't even gone outside. This area at night is full. We have to park them all. So we've just reached our limit, and that's why we're not taking on any new bike projects at the moment. We are still taking on small things, engine rebuilds, smaller parts. We'll do an engine rebuild on its own. We'll do a carb rebuild on its own, and pretty soon we'll open up the books again. So if you want work done, you can give us a call, email us. We'll put you on a list, and we'll call you when we're ready. So it should be only a month, maybe two, before we start bringing people back in again. So that's it. If you see something you like in here, tell us what you like, chime in, let us know. And thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week. Didn't even mention the Triumph.